Welcome to Petit Universe. In the previous lesson, we have created a simple calculator which had two options in it, add and divide. But in this lesson, we'll be checking out a loop, a while loop. There are some other loops, but we will check them out in different videos, so I'll try to make this one shorter because the previous one was quite long. So I'll divide the different loops in different videos. So in this video we'll be talking about a while loop. So the while, let's see the syntaxes for this loop. So that's the keyword while, and then the condition. For this one we'll use an infinite loop, so that's 1. So it's just like while 1, because this is true, so it'll constantly run, it'll run infinitely. Or you can use the keyword true. So let's create an infinite loop for this part of code, and let's try to execute it and see what happens. So it asks us to enter an A value, which could be 3, and the B value. Let's also enter 3. So let's divide them. And as you can see, it didn't print out the result, but it started the calculator all over again. So let's exit this program and see what's the problem. To enter from the console, just press Ctrl C, and you can press any key to exit the console mode. So the issue with this is that it runs infinitely for this part of code, and it doesn't print out the value of the options which we choose. So let's move this one in another place. So after we choose the variant, print out the result of that operation for the variant. Let's execute this. So let's enter 5, divide, and here's our option, which is 1, and the result 1. And let's try to enter another value, for example 4, 5. Let's add them up, or let's better choose an incorrect value for the option. Let's enter 8, and as you can see, it gives an error saying incorrect input, and it closes the program because here we have a return from a function. So in order to avoid this, we should use a keyword continue. So this keyword will just execute the loop from its beginning and will check the condition. If it's true, then it will execute it. If not, then it will exit the loop. We'll check that a little bit later. So as I remember, the continue, I believe, only is used in loops. So let's try this one out. So enter A, which is 5, for example, B 5, and for example option 6, incorrect input. And as you can see, it asks us again to enter a value for our calculator. But what if we want to exit the program? In this state, there is no exit for the user from this program. He only needs to close the console by pressing this cross or Ctrl C. So let's add an exit for the user. So we should add another option. Let it be option 3. No, 2, which is exit. So you'll check else if variant is equals to 3, then it'll just exit. For sure we could use a return 0, but it will it will exit the function, or we could, if we don't want to exit the main function from this point, then we should use the break keyword. So this will just break out from the loop. So it'll just execute it, and when it meets this word, we'll go to the end of the loop and exits it. So let's add here a message saying end of program. Let's execute it. Enter A, B. Let's try to divide them. Then it goes all over again. So like 4, 2. Let's add 6. We don't, and now we will try to exit it. So 6, 6, and option 2. Oh, sorry, I put it here. Number 3, so the option will be here. Exit is 3. And as you can see, it says end of program. So let's change this 3 to 2, so it will be the same as option number. Option 2 will exit now the program. So this is an infinite loop. But what if we want to execute this loop a number of times? So we can just create a variable which will be I, standing for iterator, and let's check if E is let's try with else with less. If E is less than 5, then it will execute this loop. So we can increment the value at the beginning of the loop by adding 1 to it. There's also a syntax like this. We'll do the same. Increase the iterator value by 1. So while the I is less than 5, execute it. So if it will be more than 5, then it will exit this loop. So let's also print out the value. So there goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it exited the loop. So it executed it 5 times, I believe. So that's it. That was the init. So that started from 1, because we here added to the 0, 1. So it executed our algorithm 5 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But what if we want to? So there's also, we can use like equal to 5. So when this will be less or equal to 5, it will also execute. So it's like, is it less than 5? Yes, execute. Is it equal to 5? Yes, then execute. Or we can also use the equal operator. This will check if I is equal to 5, then execute. If not, then exit. So by executing now, it will not run the loop because I is now equals to 0. So it will check 0 is equal to 5. No, then end of program. And as you can see, end of program. But we also can use not equal. So it will see if I is not equal to 5, then execute it. And it asks us a value 5, 5, add and it gives us the value. So let's exit, and in this condition, if it will work until I will be equal to 5, so it will be checking like 5 is not equal to 5. No, it is equal, so exit, meaning that it will instantly write end of program. You can also use the more operator or more equal. So it will check if I is more than 5. It's no, because we have 0, then it will not execute it. So let's check, for example, value 10. So it will check I is bigger or equal to 5. Oh, yes, so execute it. So this way, the loop will be executed until a user presses the exit option, because we will have I always bigger than 5. And that's basically what's a while loop. In the next video, we'll be talking about the for loop. And so stay tuned and check out other videos, subscribe, and see you in the next video.